What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Please follow me on all the links in the description box below. I'm doing a two-topic video, and one will segue into the other. You'll see how. And this is kind of a continuation. The first part, what I'm going to talk about, is a continuation from the interview that I had with my man Rifleman, aka LA Cool, from Project Blowed and Freestyle Fellowship Affiliation, all that good shit. During the talk, he dropped a nugget. Actually, he sent me something on IG, and it was very interesting, and it should open your eyes to a lot of shit. Turns out that Talib Kweli's brother, Jamal Green, he works for a Facebook, essentially, in essence, a Facebook censorship board. And look, I'm not gonna shit on Talib's brother, because the dude is he seems intelligent. He got mad accolades, and I can't really shit on a brother for seeking higher learning and getting money and everything. He's doing the right thing. So as far as that's concerned, there's really not much to say about the brother. I'm not gonna shit on him. However, this is concerning because niggas like Kweli, or not niggas, but just Kweli has home field advantage on social media. So it should be known that any rapper, any person that has a quote unquote negative reaction with Kweli can possibly have their pages removed. And this is exclusive to, like I said, Facebook, but that includes Instagram as well. And example of this would be Mr. CR, who's also affiliated with Rifleman and Project Blowed and their ilk. He tried to put up a couple pages and kept getting the shit taken down without even posting anything. And I just think that that there is no coincidence when it comes to that. That's just kind of damning to me. Like, it doesn't take much to put the two together. Furthermore, Kweli is no stranger to blackballing, because when it comes to LA Cool, I remember that he was trying to go to some type of a museum or some shit in California where they were doing, I think, a documentary. I guess they were going to show a documentary about the Good Life Cafe. And LA Cool was saying that, Kweli was trying to get him blackballed from going to the museum and shit like that. And I could see him doing that, and there's different reports of Kweli doing this type of shit. So blackballing is not above him. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, any of you rappers out there, or again, any of you just random people. If you beef with this dude, he got the ear of the Facebook censorship board. You understand? Like, this is so fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so let's segue into Dave Chappelle, who's one of Kweli's boys, one of his Ace Boon Coons, niggas for life, whatever you want to call them. Dave Chappelle has a new Netflix special, which is fucking hilarious. It's called The Closer. And Dave is no stranger to controversy. If you watch the new Netflix shit, a lot of his jokes were towards the LGBTQ, so you already know there's gonna be a backlash. So you have people saying Dave Chappelle is using his white privilege. It's just so stupid. They say he's using white privilege and he's a transphobe. The same old bullshit rhetoric. And one person in particular is a showrunner on that Netflix show called Dear White People. And this person says that they don't want to work with Netflix anymore because Dave Chappelle is transphobic. It's so stupid. I'm gonna circle back to that like Jen Psaki. We're gonna come back to that. I just want to smooth this in and finish off the Talib Kweli point. Talib put up an IG post saying, stating that, should we boycott Netflix till they get a black showrunner for Dear White People? But it's so hilarious. But on the same caption, he says, well, Dave Chappelle or Dave just canceled cancel culture. So can't you see on the one hand that, Jesus Christ, my brain is like melting right now. This nigga has the biggest lack of self-awareness on the fucking planet. Can't you see that or hear in the caption how on one hand you're calling to cancel this person who, by the way, is a trans woman, and I'll tell you why that's important in a minute. Can't you see that you're calling to cancel someone, but yet you're saying Dave just canceled cancel culture? Like, the lack of self-awareness is astounding. And Kweli, just for the record, you are cancel culture. If cancel culture had a face, it would look like you. It would look like a combination of you, Sarah Silverman, Chrissy Teigen, and people like that. So, it's so fucking stupid, bro. Oh yeah. So this person, like I mentioned, is trans, Jacqueline Moore. And the reason why that's important is because niggas like Kweli, they feel they need to fight for the quote unquote marginalized groups and all that. So you would think using this new bullshit, quote unquote progressive logic, you would think that, you know what, I don't really agree with that person, but that person has the right to say what they feel because they were offended. Now, me personally, I'm riding with Dave Chappelle. I don't give a fuck. He's a comedian. Guess what? Anybody can get it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the meaning of fucking equality. Just so you know that you're taking all of that. Anybody could get jokes. Anybody could get stoned. Like, cut the bullshit. So yeah, let me go back to Dave Chappelle. When it comes to the backlash, this is why I love Dave Chappelle. He's doubling down. He don't give a fuck. He just came out saying, look, fuck ABC, fuck NBC, fuck Twitter, fuck all of y'all. He's like, he don't care. I'm like, yes, we need this. We need this fucking energy, bro. We need it. Now, when it comes to Jacqueline Moore running around with this bullshit ultimatum, if I'm Netflix, guess what? I'm gonna ride with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle brings in more money. He's more of a draw. You understand? Like, that show, Dear White People, let me tell you something. Me personally, just based off the name alone, I'm not watching that fucking show. And shout out to my man, Anthony Brian Logan, who brings this point home, which I agree with wholeheartedly. Do you guys realize that you're giving him material? You're giving Dave Chappelle more material. Like, think about this. ABL, Anthony Brian Logan, said this in his recent video about this. He says, you can't make this shit up. He goes, this person is a white trans woman who's working or writing on a show called Dear White People, which is a show about black people going to school at an all-white school. He goes, don't you see how that's funny without even trying? Like, you're giving Dave Chappelle a new bit. And And that shit is so fucking true. Y'all motherfuckers gotta stop whining. Stop crying. You understand? Like, this is why Sticks and Stones was so successful. And all the backlash from that gave Dave Chappelle the ammunition he needed for this shit right here, for The Closer, which unfortunately he says, you know, this is gonna be his last stand-up for a while. But I have a feeling like we haven't seen the last of Chappelle. He ain't going away that easily. It's just his last one for Netflix. I think he fulfilled his deal. But anyway, like I previously said in another Dave Chappelle video, all you weak motherfuckers that are mad at Dave, obviously don't watch him, because he goes at everybody. You understand? Any group out there, anything that he finds funny about them, that he can pick at, he's gonna go at them. And that's why he is fucking the GOAT to some people, you know. That's it. That's my rant, man. Love Dave Chappelle. Rest in peace to his friend Daphne. Some of y'all know who that is. If not, watch Sticks and Stones and watch this one definitely to get a full reference of who that is. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But yeah, I just wanted to cover those two topics, and that's it. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate, most of all subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitches.